Hello and welcome to Beat After Beat. This is Bio Mondays. Hope everyone is doing just fine. Um, I'm on a new format. In case you didn't know, I'm a music channel from Detroit, Michigan. And been on YouTube for about 5 years. It's a whole new world for me here. Um, this is my first major live stream here on StreamYard, and it looks like this is going to enhance my shows greatly. Um, Thank you all for showing up. Um, please give me a drum roll if you can hear me and see me okay. Uh, Please put it down in the chat. Give me a drum roll for yes. We appreciate it. Welcome to the show. This is Bio Mondays with Beat After Beat. So this evening we're going to do the biography of Dead or Alive, as well as DURAN. Just learning these new tools that I have. Took about a day or so to learn how to do this program, this new format. Um, Today we are going to go um, into the bio of Dead or Alive, as well as DURAN, including the biography of DURAN and discography for both Dead or Alive and DURAN. Hope everyone is doing fine. This is Beat After Beat, coming to you live for Bio Mondays. Tails is in the house. Much love. OG is in the house. Hello. Um, Welcome to the new format. Um, Took about a week or a couple of days to learn, um, to learn how StreamYard runs and such. Um, and I'm going to get right to this. Probably a little late. I'm not sure, but as you can see here, we got Bio Mondaze Dead or Alive for the opening act. The opening act is Dead or Alive, as well as DURAN. And then we have, of course, I've been playing around. We have the thumbs up. We all know that, right? The thumbs up. Peeps. I really can't see the comments too well. And then you have this. And then you have this. Then you have this for tomorrow. And so we got the Bio Mondays. We got the Beat After Beat. We got the Bio Mondays. And we have Dead or Alive for the opening act. Check the chat room real quick. DURAN, I stopped liking that band after the crazy bitch I was dating kicked rocks. Yes, you're good. Thank you. Drum rolls for Beat After Beat. So if everybody can hear me, please put drum roll in the chat. And some other gadgets I've been playing around with. I don't know if you can see this one or not. See that? I guess I ruined OG's night by having DURAN on my show this evening. Sorry about that, OG. I didn't know. All right, this is Bio Mondays with Dead or Alive and DURAN. All right. Bear with me. I'm new to this. Can you hear the music in the background a little bit? Just something to get the vibe going. I want to take down that thumbs up. Still are. Get out of there. Over here. And this is Mondaze with Beat After Beat. Welcome everybody. Doing some adjustments. Here, we want that off. This evening we are going to be discussing the biography of DURAN, as well as DURAN. Welcome everybody to Beat After Beat's Bio Monday. 14 minutes into the show. This is my first time on StreamYard. We're doing a lot of work. Getting to know how this format runs. I'm sure this is going to enhance my channel greatly. Tonight's opening act is Bio Mondaze, Dead or Alive. Stop in the chat for a moment. Leona's in the house. All good, B. Yes, Dead or Alive, you spin me round and round like a record. Welcome to Beat After Beat, everybody. Yes, OG, big hugs to Leona. Can you hear the music in the background? Somebody give me a drum roll. Somebody give me a drum roll. That will be the new code in the chat. Drum roll. If you can hear me, if you can see me, and if you hear music in the background. Drum roll is the code for all you mods out there. If you can hear music in the background, please do let me know. Very good. Very good. Drum roll, drum roll. How about music? Can you hear any music in the background? Drum roll. Can you hear music in the background? Anybody hear music in the background? 17 minutes into the show. This is Beat After Beat, Bio Mondays. We have DURAN and Dead or Alive, starting out with Dead or Alive as the opening act. Thank you all for showing up. I hear you, Tails. I hear you. I hear you. Dead or Alive, a British dance pop group that found fame thanks to the antics of frontman Pete Burns. Dead or Alive formed in Liverpool in 1980. Burns first surfaced 3 years prior in the Mystery Girls. Later, heading the proto-goth rockers Nightmares in Wax. He found the Dead or Alive with keyboardist Marty Healy, guitarist Mitch, and bassist Stu James, and drummer Joe Musker. Debuting in 1980 with the Ian Perdue produced Doors sound alike, I'm Falling, Never Even Followed. But just as the group was gaining momentum, it was swept aside by the emergence of the new romantic movement, with Burns subsequently charging that his fellow and Boy George of Culture Club had merely stolen his outrageous image. Undaunted, Burns forged on with a retooled Dead or Alive roster, including future Mission UK guitarist Wayne Husey and bassist Mike Piercy over the course of records, including the 1982 It's Been Hours Now EP and the following up single The Stranger. The group evolved into a true dance band and ultimately landed the major label Epic Records. A series of singles appeared during 1983, including Misty, Circles, and What I Want. Husey soon excited, and it was a lineup comprising Burns, Piercy, guitar and keyboardist Tim Lever, and drummer Steve Coy, that scored Dead or Alive's first major hit in 1984 of Casey and the Sunshine Band's disco classic, That's the Way I Like It, which fell just shy of reaching the British top 20. Who knew? Dead or Alive's full-length debut, Sophisticated Boom Boom, also fared well with audiences, but they achieved true stardom in early 1985 with the smash You Spin Me Round Like a Record, the first number one hit for the production team of Stock and Atkin and Waterman. The succeeding LP, Youthquake, was also a smash, yielding further hits in the form of the singles Love Come Back to Me, In Too Deep, and My Heart Goes Bang. Arriving in 1986, Brand New Lover kept the group in the limelight, but the 1987 LP Mad, Bad, and Dangerous to Know proved disastrous at home and in the U.S., although a fervent following emerged in Japan. In the wake of 1989 Nude, their album Nude, both Lever and Piercy left the group. The nucleus of Burns and Coy remain, additionally taking over production and material duties. Subsequent Dead or Alive's LP included Fan the Flame Part 1 and Nuka Parta. Burns passed away after suffering a heart attack on October 23rd, 2016. So the lead singer of Dead or Alive, dead. October 23rd, 2016. And Steve Boyd, second only to Burns in longevity with the group, died as well on May 4th, 2018. So there you go, there's the biography of Dead or Alive. 24 minutes through the show, just went over a biography, brief biography of Dead or Alive. Coming up as a headliner, we have Duran Duran, number one since 1981, I do believe. Been with Duran Duran for 40 years. They are beat after beat's number one band. Let me check in the chat and see everything is okay. Night, night. I'll be listening. Good night, OG. Much love to you. That's the way I like it. Official video. Never seen it, Tails. So it looks like Burns, the lead singer of Dead or Alive, he passed away of a heart attack October 23rd, 2016, followed by another member of Dead or Alive, died May 4th, 2018. Back to the chat. Good night, OG. Video and audio, Dead or Alive, Disco and Dream 1989, best moments. Nice find on that one, Tails. All right, here we go. All right. Okay, so we just did a brief biography on Dead or Alive, and we are about to do the discography of Dead or Alive. Hope everyone is doing fine this Monday evening. This is Beat After Beats new format. Hope everybody is liking that. A little nervous doing the show, but because I didn't think I was going to achieve this, but it looks like I have. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for your support. We're going to continue with Bio Mondaze, Dead or Alive. After that, we have DURAN. So in 1984, Sophisticated Boom Boom by Dead or Alive, their first album, Sophisticated Boom Boom, only 1 star. And then 1985 came around with Youthquake on Epic Records. Went up to 3 stars because of You Spin Me Round Like a Record was on Youthquake. So 1984 Sophisticated Boom Boom, their first album, did not do well at all, 1 star, Epic Records. 1985 Youthquake on Epic Records, 3 stars. 1986 Mad, Bad, and Dangerous to Know on Epic, has no stars. 1987 Rip It Up on Epic Records. On Epic Records, Rip It Up, 4 stars. 1989's New on Epic Records, 3 stars. 1995's Nucleopatra, Nukleopatra on Cleopatra Records, no longer with Epic at this point. 1995. Fragile on the 2000 came out with Fragile on Addicts, ADEX on Addicts Records. Fragile. 2005, their last album, Rocket, a tribute to Dead or Alive on Section 44 Records. Both Rocket, a tribute to Dead or Alive, and Fragile has no stars at all next to those. So there you have it. That is the discography, brief discography, and biography of Dead or Alive. 30 minutes into the show, we got Tales, we got Leona in the house. Thanks for coming by. Up next, Beat After Beats #1 band for 40 years and going strong, DURAN. I don't even need to read this biography or discography on DURAN because it all started with me in 1981. I believe I was 13 years old. Was at a friend's house. and he was watching. This is before MTV came out. I was at a friend's house, and he was watching some Canadian, believe it or not, tales, a Canadian music channel. Um, and this is right before MTV hit, and Planet Earth, the video Planet Earth, was airing on Canadian TV. And when Planet Earth came out, it changed my whole life. I'll never forget that. I knew about Duran before they came to America, before America even heard of Duran. Because I used to order magazines, music magazines, newspapers in the UK in the first place. Because I knew all kinds of bands from England before they even came to America. So there you go. Planet Earth on a Canadian. Just hanging out with a friend, walking into his living room, and I look at the TV and there's Planet Earth playing. So some people like the Beatles. I like Duran. So I have 40 years of Duran. But I'm going to go ahead and do the biography and Duran and the discography, and see what you guys think. So I was 13 years old when I discovered Duran. And then came a Flock of Seagulls, and then Culture Club, and then MTV, and then Culture Club came around, and then Kajagoogoo. So Duran, Culture Club, Flock of Seagulls, and Kajagoogoo were my four best bands out there. Just fell in love with everybody. And believe it or not, at one time, Duran and Culture Club, you were getting into it. Duran and Culture Club back then did not like each other at all. But Duran got Duran was really good friends with Spandau Ballet. So Spandau Ballet and Duran got along just fine, but Culture Club, Duran never saw eye to eye on anything. It was always a battle with them. 34 minutes into the show, and we are going to do Duran Bio Mondaze. See what's going on in the chat. Congratulations for getting on live stream. Looks great, and you sound just fine. Tootie's in the house. Much love to Tootie. Tales has come out with Duran, Come On Down, official music video. Hungry Like the Wolf, official video. Right, and that comes up. OG says, supposed to be a Canada flag, and that comes up. I'm not sure what that means. All right. I hope everything goes well for you, OG. Getting a vibe that you're not doing too well or you're tired. So I am going to leave you alone. Okay, I got you, OG. I understand. All right. All right. So now we're going to go with my number one band for 40 years. Huge impact in my entire life of 40 years, musically, artistically, writing lyrics. Um, it kept me out of trouble. Um, Very energetic, positive band. Very influential on Beats' entire life. 40 years. Um, and none of it was wasted with Duran Duran. I would say that Duran Duran pretty much raised me uh, and grew with me, and I grew with them. Um, Pretty much like my brothers that I never had. Can anybody hear music in the background? If so, put a drum roll in the chat if you can hear music in the background, because I put that there. If you can hear music in the background, please let me know. And we are here, Bio Mondays, 38 minutes into the show. Just went over Dead or Alive biography as well as the discography. So Dead or Alive was Bio Monday's headliner, or opening act. Up next we got Duran Duran as the headliner for Bio Mondays. So we'll check the chat before I go on. Drum roll, we hear it. Is that okay? Put a bit of relaxing music in the background. Appreciate it. It's what I was listening to on StreamYard as I was learning, as I was putting the pieces together, and I realized that, wait a minute, I'm on YouTube anyway, but now I have all these things just to bring up. It's an enhancement. Let's see if you like this. So, you guys like this? Play it again. Kind of looks like John Lennon, doesn't it? So there you go. It's not Maria, but John Lennon right there, guys. All right, just playing around, and I thought it was pretty cool. I got to get my hair cut. All right. All right. 41 minutes to the show, and we are here on a Monday, Bio Mondays, with the headliner, Duran Duran. The biography. Here we go. Hypnotized, Itomized, hypnotized the sleek, fashionable side of New Romantic, specializing in danceable, synthesized pop delivered with visual flair. Talent crystallized in a series of groundbreaking music videos from the early 80s. The group had the good fortune to deliver their debut album in 1981, the same year MTV began broadcasting, and their success was intertwined. Duran gave the network clever, cinematic clips for Rio, Hungry Like the Wolf, which MTV played excessively, helping to turn the Birmingham, England-based band into a global superstars. Between 1982 and 1985, the band were fixtures on the British and American charts with Is There Something I Should Know, Union of the Snake and the Wild Boys, and the James Bond theme A View to a Kill, reaching the top 10 on both sides of the Atlantic. Unlike many of their new wave peers, Duran managed to sustain a career that lasted for decades, withstanding and shifting lineups. The duo of Nick Rhodes and vocalist Simon Le Bon were the only two members to stay with the group throughout the years and changes in musical fashion. The group forged an alliance with Chicks, Nile Rodgers' Chicks, Good Times. If anybody's ever heard of Chic by Good Time, in their song Good Times. Well, the group forged an alliance with Chic's Nile Rodgers in 1986, Six's funky Notorious album. Then refashioned themselves as mature musicians in 1993 and landed one of their biggest hits with Ordinary World. The original lineup from the New Romantic era reunited for 2004's Astronaut, a move that helped revive the band's profile. Over the next decade, they collaborated with a number of prompt modern hitmakers, including Timbaland, Justin Timberlake, Mark Ronson, and Blur's Graham Coxon, who featured promptly on the 2021's album Future Past. Inspired by David Bowie and Roxy Music, as well as post-punk and disco, schoolmates Nick Rhodes, keyboardist, and John Taylor, guitar, formed Duran in 1978 with their friend Simon Colley, who was on bass and clarinet at the time, and Stephen Duffy on vocals. Later on, Stephen Duffy went solo and came out with an album. Taking their name from the character in the psychedelic sci-fi film Barbarella, that's with Jane Fonda, very cheesy science fiction movie in the late 60s, Barbarella. There was a villain in that movie by the name of Dr. Duran, and the band Duran came from that film, which meant nothing to anybody. It was just something that they discussed at a restaurant or cafe they were at. I believe that Nick Rhodes came up with Duran Duran, and so it was set. So they found the character in the science fiction film Barbarella. The group began playing gigs in the Birmingham clubs at Barbarella's, the bar called Barbarella's in Birmingham, England, supported by a drum machine. Within a year, Stephen Duffy and colleague both left the group. Stephen Duffy would later form the Lilac Time, and were replaced by former TDI vocalist Andy Wickett and drummer Roger Taylor. After recording a demo, John Taylor switched to bass, and guitarist Alan Curtis joined the band, only to leave within a matter of months. The group placed an ad in Melody Maker, which drew the attention of Andy Taylor, who became the guitarist. However, Duran Duran were still having trouble finding a vocalist following Andy Wickett's departure in '78. A pair of singers passed through the group before Simon Levon, former member of the punk band Dog Days and a drama student at Birmingham University, joined in 1980. Yes, another thing you don't know about Simon Levon, he was going to be a tree surgeon as a career. Either that or drama school. Drama, acting. So by the end of 1980, Duran Duran had become popular with the new romantic circuit in England and had secured a record contract with EMI Capitol Records. Planet Earth, the band's first single, quickly rose to number 12 upon the spring of 1981, released immediately. Duran Duran became the leaders of the new romantic movement and media sensations in the British music and mainstream press. The group's popularity increased through the cutting-edge music videos, especially the bizarre, racy clip for Girls on Film. Although the BBC banned the godly and cream-directed video, the single became the group's first top 10 hit, setting the stage for the fall release of its debut album. Duran Duran reached number 3 upon its release and stayed in the charts for 110 weeks. The band quickly followed the album with Rio. In the spring of 1982, Rio entered the charts to number 2, and its singles, Hungry Like a Wolf and Save a Prayer, became top 10 hits by the November release of the remix EP Carnival. Band members were superstars in Europe, but only just beginning to make headway in America. Their exposure in the U.S. was helped greatly by the emergence of MTV, which put the group's stylish videos into heavy rotation. MTV's constant playing of the videos paid off, and Hungry Like the Wolf became a top 10 hit early in 1983. Rio followed that, single into the top 10, eventually selling over 2 million copies that year for Rio. Duran Mania was in full swing across America with Is There Something I Should Know, recording the top 10. It became the group's first English #1 that summer, and the group's first album climbing its way to number 10. Duran capitalized on their popularity by releasing 7 and the Ragged Tiger in time for 1983's holiday season. The record hit #1 in the UK, #8 in the US, spawning the hit singles Union of the Snake and The Reflex, their first #1 US hit and their second British chart topper. The band took an extended break after completing its year and a half long international tour in the spring of 1984. In November, the group released the non-LP single Wild Boys, which reached #2 in the UK and the US, where it was added to the live album Arena. 53 minutes into the show, and this is Beat Up Beat, Bio Mondaze going over Dead or Alive, and Duran this evening. By 1985, Duran fever was beginning to cool off, and after completing the title track to the James Bond film A View to a Kill, the group went on hiatus. Andy Taylor and John Taylor formed the supergroup The Power Station. With vocalist Robert Palmer, and former Chic drummer Tony Thompson. In January, releasing their debut album in the spring, it spawned the top 10 singles Some Like It Hot and Get It On, Bang a Gone. The remaining members of Duran, Nick Rhodes, Simon Le Bon, and Roger Taylor responded with their own side project, Arcadia, releasing an album called So Red the Rose in the fall of 1985. The album launched the top 10 hit Election Day early in 1986. Roger Taylor announced that he was taking a year-long break from the group. He never returned. Roger Taylor, the drummer for Duran, at this time had a nervous breakdown and couldn't take all the fame. And so Roger Taylor's always been the shy one in the band. So I do remember he had a nervous breakdown and never came back to the band. Several months later, after Roger Taylor had to leave, take a break, Andy Taylor also left, reducing Duran to a trio. Late in 1986, the band released Notorious, to the first album in nearly 3 years. While it was relatively successful, going platinum in the US and generating its top 10 hit with the title track, it was noticeably less popular than their earlier records. For the remainder of the decade, Duran's popularity continued to decline, with the 1988 Big Thing album producing I Don't Want Your Love, and their last top 10 single for 5 years. The Greatest Hits album, Decade, was released late in 1989, followed several months later by Liberty, the first Duran Duran album to fall to gold. By that point, former Missing Persons guitarist Warren Cucurello had become a permanent member of the group in 1993. The band returned from a prolonged hiatus with Duran Duran. The Wedding album was their big comeback album. The Wedding album was a very mature, layered record of light punk and soulful adult contemporary pop that became a surprise hit. Ordinary World and Come On Down in top 10 hits in America and the UK. As well, the album itself climbed into the top 10 on both continents and went platinum in America. Not only did the record restore their commercial status, but it earned them some of the best reviews of their career. The group followed the album with one of its poorest received efforts, 1995's all cover album. They did a cover album called Thank You in 1996. John Taylor left the band to pursue a solo career, leaving the group a trio of Laban, Rhodes, and Cucurello. The follow-up, Mondaze, was released in 1997, but failed to produce any major hits. Released in 2000, Pop Trash suffered a similar fate. In March 2001, the three Taylors, Andy, John, and Roger, met up in Wales and worked with each other for 3 weeks. Around this time, rumors of a 5-member reunion began to circulate. 2 months after, Nick Rhodes and Simon Laban denied the rumors. The reunion was confirmed. Duran Duran recorded on and off for a new album over the next 3 years, and also toured sporadically. After signing with Epic Records, they released Astronaut in October 2004. Red Carpet Massacre, produced by Timbaland and without Andy Taylor, followed in 2007. In 2011, Duran Duran delivered their 13th studio album. The Mark Ronsons produced All You Need Is Now, Duran Duran's 13th studio album, All You Need Is Now. It was greeted with positive reviews and debuted at 11 on the UK charts and 29 in the US. Duran Duran began recording their 14th album in 2013 and worked on it over the next 2 years. When it finally materialized in September 2015, Paper Gods broke tracks produced both Mark Ronson and Nile Rodgers from Chic Nile Rodgers, alongside additional contributions in the area from Mr. Hudson and the band's engineer of choice, Josh Blair. The album also included vocalists from Janelle Monáe and Jonas Grenier, as well as guitar from former Red Hot Chili Peppers, John Frusciante. The record was their first to be issued through Warner Brothers, and its release date coincided with a headline slot at Rob the Bank's festival festival event on the Isle of Wight. Duran supported Paper Gods with an extensive tour and turned their attention to recording its sequel in 2019. The COVID-19 pandemic delayed the release of Future Past until October 2021, largely produced by DJ Earl, E-R-O-L, Elkin, and featuring Blur's Graham Coxon on guitar. Future Past was their first record for BMG. So there you have it. You have the bio of Duran. Check out Future Past, released in 2021. Duran is currently on tour. Where are we at here? Where are we at? An hour and 2 minutes into the show. This is Bio Mondays. Thanks to all my mods. I appreciate you to the fullest. Got a new setup. Really excited. I am now on StreamYard. And, this is Beat After Beats. Beat After Beats enhancement. Been a long time coming. Y'all recognize that by all the thumbs up I've supported all of you with for years. And we're going to finish off the Bio Mondays with Duran's discography coming up. Let me go in the chat and see how my mods are doing, how everyone's doing. If you like Beat After Beats' new setup. What do we have here? Power Station, Some Like It Hot. Notorious 2010 remaster. Tales Scott for all of you. Links to Duran. Quick links. Big shout out to Tails again, working on this Monday evening. Duran's The Wedding album, full album. Duran's Top Trash, full album. All You Need Is Now, full album. I like it. Leona, how do you like your first time to stream? I like it because it makes me, it's more in your face, it's more action packed. I got a little bit of relaxing music in the background. My presentation is much more professional. Things are happening more in the video. Behind the music, Duran Duran. Congratulations for getting on live stream. Looks great, and you sound just fine. Just reading the comments. Drum roll, we hear it. Cute kitty. You saw that. All right. That cat is John Lennon's cat. But not as cute as my little cutie. Duran Duran Rio official music video. Planet Earth, Ordinary World, The Wild Boys official video. Power Station, Some Like It Hot, Notorious remaster. Duran Duran Pop Trash full album. All You Need Is Now. Behind the Music, Duran Duran. And that is the chat now. So there you have it. Very, very exciting evening. I get to tell everyone that I've spent 40 years with Duran Duran. I never let them go. So what else can I show you? Been playing around with certain things here. How do you like this? There you go. So, going there. .54 and partly sunny here in Michigan. It's been pretty cold around here. So we're going to finish off Bio Mondays with Duran Duran's discography. Duran Duran self-titled, capital EMI Records, 4 stars. 1982 Rio on Capitol Records, 4.5 stars. 1983 7 in the Ragged Tiger on Toshiba EMI Capitol Records, 4 stars. 1986 Notorious Capitol EMI Records, 2 stars. 1988 Big Thing Capitol Records, 2 stars. 1990s Liberty on Capitol EMI Records, 1.5 stars. 1.5 stars. 1993's their comeback album, the Wedding album. By the way, the cover of the Wedding album is pictures of Duran Duran's parents when they got married. Their wedding pictures. So if you look at the Wedding album, you see all these people in wedding suits, so celebrating weddings. Well, that is Duran Duran's, each members of Duran Duran's parents, their parents getting married. 1993's Duran, The Wedding Album, Capitol Records, 4 stars. 1995's Thank You album. Thank You was a cover album and contained 12 songs of Duran's top picks for like David Bowie, Roxy Music. They did covers. Didn't do very well, 1.5 stars. 1997's Mondaze on Capitol Records, 2.5 stars. 2000 Top Trash on Hollywood Records. 2004 Astronaut on Epic Records, 3 stars. 2007's Red Carpet Massacre on Epic Records, 4.5 stars. 2011's All You Need Is Now on Curve Tape Modern Records, 4 stars. 2015's Paper Gods on Warner Brothers, 4.5 stars on that, 3.5 stars on that. And Duran's latest album, Future Past, on BMG Records. I've been wondering about what label they were on. They are on BMG now. Future Past. Duran 2021, 4 stars. There you have it. There's the discography and the biography of Duran, as well as Dead or Alive and their biography and discography. So we covered Vinyl Mondaze, Dead or Alive, and we've done Duran, and this is Beat After Beat, and this is Vinyl Mondaze. So up next tomorrow, we have New Release Tuesdays. Hope you all come back tomorrow and check out the new releases. Thanks for stopping by. So there you go. Probably end the show with that. Mondays. Go in the chat, finish up the show. That's cool. Pretty exciting. Reminds me of the 4th of July. What does? Oh yeah, okay. Never mind. Yeah, it's a lightning bolt inside of a neon box. So it's a lightning bolt. A neon box. So something I related to. I could relate to the energy, the electricity, the electric, the neon, the red lights, something I got into. So there you go. 4th of July. Yeah, light up firecrackers. I liked it. I liked the cat. This is really nice about the streaming. Take care. You look really nice. Have a good rest of your evening. Give Maria a loving pat on the head for me. All right. Great job this evening, Tails. Appreciate it. I'm sure everybody who sees this later on will get your chat. Say, hey, I haven't heard that DURAN album in a while. I haven't heard Dead or Alive album in a while. And a lot of people don't know who these groups are. So, again, thank you for your help, your support. And then we'll leave you with this. And then we'll leave you with I gotta get Maria some glasses like that. Some Ray-Bans. Don't mind me, class is dismissed. Thanks, everyone. You don't have to stay. You can go if you want. Class is dismissed. See you tomorrow. Don't be late. You're staying after. That is it. Great time tonight, everyone. Bye, Tails. Nice job. Yeah, nice job, Tails. Hope you're doing well, and hope you're doing well, Tails. Much love to you. I'll see you tomorrow, Tails. And I'll see you tomorrow, Leona. Much love, Lord. You don't be late either. We will give you one. All right. So if you're 5 minutes late tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, if you're late here at 8 after me, you're staying after the studio. That is it. You're staying after 1 hour. After you're late tomorrow, you're staying in the studio, respectively, which is not that good. All right. So good night, everybody. This is BF. There you go, people. The new enhanced feed after beat. Bio Monday, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. As well as Tuesday, new release Tuesday. Fucking love everybody.